Once again, the motor show is with us, the opening ceremony having been performed by His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent amidst scenes of considerable enthusiasm. This year, the show is bigger and more comprehensive than ever, as we have 54 different exhibitors this year, as against 48 last. Altogether, 470 cars are on view, whereas last year there were only 440. This is a very refreshing sign, as it shows that our motor industry is expanding very satisfactorily. There are two notable features to be seen on the new models. The first is the tendency towards streamlining the coachwork, and the second is the improvement effected in suspension. A number of cars are now fitted with independent front wheel suspension, which adds greatly to comfort and stability. Another feature is that manufacturers on the whole have increased the size of their engines, thus giving more power, and this tendency must be due to the reduction in horsepower tax which takes place on January the 1st next year. It is interesting to note that nearly 60% of the car exhibits are of 16 horsepower and over. The general improvements in design are for the most part confined to larger and more comfortable bodies and more comprehensive equipment, and still greater attention has been paid to safety devices. Apart from the car exhibits, there is a coachwork section where wonderful examples of coach builders' art are to be seen. Then again, there are a number of different chassis exhibited by various manufacturers, and most useful information and knowledge can be obtained by carefully examining these. There is another section devoted entirely to garage equipment, which is always full of interest to the motor enthusiast. In the gallery are to be seen some of the latest ideas in accessories, which is almost an exhibition in itself. Altogether, it is the most interesting and comprehensive exhibition that has so far been staged, and I most strongly recommend you all to pay a visit to Olympia, as I do not think cars will ever be so cheap as they are today, and even if you are not in a position to buy a new vehicle, it is always interesting to see all the latest models. Might I suggest that if you do buy a new car, that it will be one of British manufacture, because by doing so, you will not only benefit yourself, but our great industry as well.